Melodalicious. I cannot wait to get my hands on their new album or EP. Man, with so many bands out there, there's nearly limitless choices for your musical preference. Speaking of choice, this week on Private Eye, the team takes a look at the upcoming AMS elections. There will be more on that later too. Check it out.
The AMS elections and the process of campaigning are in full swing, but not many people have a full understanding of what goes into the election and what goes into the platform. The Private Eye takes you behind the scenes to investigate. We spoke to the current AMS exec team to get their thoughts and reflections about this time last year when they were running, and get their opinions on what the AMS is all about. I'm here with the current AMS exec team. We have Safia, Ben, and Chris. Thanks for joining us. So looking back, how would you classify some of your campaign experience? Was it as stressful as you anticipated?
I don't think. I don't think that like really anticipation. You just simply can't anticipate like what it's going to be like. It's such a ridiculous experience that like nothing can really prepare you for how all-consuming it is.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. job, and you try to sleep in between. There's nothing that you can really do to put it into words except you fall over a cliff and then you don't wake up till it's over.
Yeah, and I don't think you necessarily feel the stress because you're always on the go. You're on the go, go, go. Literally every half an hour we had something to do. So it's really important to have a good campaign team to keep you on your feet and to keep your head above water.
Very intense. When you guys were drafting your platform, was it difficult to define achievable goals?
One of the first things that I said immediately after getting elected was I turned to both of them and I said, oh crap guys, now we have to get solar panels. And I mean, at the time when the whole thing about getting achievable goals is the research that goes into every single thing we put into our platform, and we did meticulous research. We met with dozens and dozens of people throughout this campus, even people back home, to ensure that everything that we put in our platform had a concrete plan behind it.
In the campaign, I lived off of those sort of 7-hour energy shots. I was drinking 6 or 7 of them a day, and ever since I've had an extreme caffeine dependency. There's nothing you can do about it.
It really has affected like the amount of time that you can spend with like your significant others, or even like your social group from before the election, all that kind of stuff.
I had a chance to sit down with both teams before the debates to get an insight of their current experiences and thoughts on campaigning.
We view the AMS as a place for students to get involved, and it's our student government. It provides a lot of opportunities, but we don't feel as though it's reaching out to students to inform them of the opportunities that are available for them. So now we're in campaign mode, going boothing, going to class talks, going to events, reaching out to students and seeing what they think and what their thoughts are on our platform and our campaign. And also online media, all that kind of stuff. It's been quite enjoyable.
We've been going to some phenomenal events so far all across campus to meet with different students and really kind of just enjoy their personal Queen's experience, which has been really cool so far and something that I've really enjoyed over the last few days.
We also didn't want it to just be about our ideas and our opinions. So prior to leaving for the winter break, we got together with quite a number of different students from different faculties, different years, booked out a room and sat together and just talked.
That's what makes it even more exciting, is that obviously I believe in us, and I know Sasha and Dan believe in us, and we believe in us as a team, but to know that we have such a great group of people behind us who believe that too is a really, really amazing thing.
We've got a really good working dynamic. We understand each other and where each other's coming from, and we've had a good chance to overlap this past year working among our various positions.
Going through these meetings and figuring out what the AMS can be doing better next year has been such a learning process, but also we've got such different perspectives on the way that the AMS operates. The coming together and being able to talk about that has been so much fun. The way we made sure that it was relevant to all students is by actually talking to students who have no experience with the AMS formerly, or at least some of them were confusing the AMS with other groups on campus. And so by sitting down with people who didn't really have a lot of knowledge of the AMS, we were able to devise platform points that specifically suited all students, not just students who are already involved in student government.
Honestly, has been getting out and talking to students. It's fantastic. The fact that so many people we've talked to, we've said, do you even know about the AMS? And so many students have said, no, I don't really know what our student government is. And so to tell them, to bring them to light, to say, this is what your student government is. We are the oldest student government in Canada. We are the only student government that's fully student run. And then have them contact us a day later and say, we'd love to get involved with you. We want to be more involved in the AMS. Has been the most rewarding experience to me so far.
Well, as you guys know, there are 2 teams running. Any advice for them?
Yeah, and I'd say empathy. You know, things like platforms are extremely important, but I think a lot of students out there sort of just want to hear about the experiences of these people and, you know, why they want to represent these students.
As seen in past AMS elections, voter turnout rates have been quite low. Some students have a very passive attitude towards the AMS elections. But in reality, these AMS elections are very complex, time-consuming, and an important part of democracy here we have at Queen's. Students running for the elections must be passionate and knowledgeable, as well as have a vision that will support the interests of the student body. No matter who you plan on voting for, it is crucial to make the best of this election period by understanding what the AMS is and what they can do for you. So come February 1st and 2nd, exercise your right as a Queen's student, not only to vote for a team, but to vote for the future of your school. This has been Brenda Yu for The Private Eye.